Okay, you got a very snazzy box. It's got a box inside the box. It comes tightly packed in here for safekeeping with this extra box with the accessories. In the accessory box is the cord and these little feet that you can stick on if you want to go, I guess, sideways or up, whichever way you. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be using those at all. And this is so odd to me. It comes with a Spectrum, Horizon, or however you want to, E-Flight EC3 connector, which this company, let me see, this company seems to be married to this design, which is the new style of XD60 or something with the little, it's got a tab at the bottom. And I'm so surprised to see this because like the charger itself has a IC3 connector on it. It's so odd to me. Anywho, that's all you get in the box, right? A little direction booklet, a card that says, not a card, but a piece of paper says, the BAT Go function has been authorized exclusively through Horizon, which, like I said, something with this IC3 connector. This device will not communicate with batteries with BAT Go feature. And I don't know, like that's that center tab, which I know to be smart batteries through Spectrum. I was going to grab one, but like I said, I don't know what that has to do with it. And this is strictly a DC input. I got to kind of look into it and see what exactly. But anyway, you got a smart kind of power guide. Okay. Nothing really you can read on this side. And then, you know, smart power supply is sure good. Blah blah blah, keep power supply away from dust, all that, specifications, and there's not much else on here, but you can see the only thing that is useful is that these little indicators can be you can tell what they do due to the color. So let's get this hooked up. So I did mention I was somewhat familiar with the company. I am. So this is what, like, that plug I was saying about, right? This comes on a Spectrum device, a smart charger from Spectrum. And it does, but this, like, even look at this, like, it's exactly the same on the displays, which is weird, and the operation is almost the same. However, this comes with an XD60, and this is another device from the company that I've used. Now this I love. It's USB. I love anything USB, and this one is USB-C also, and of course this one's USB-C. So I love all these USB. I even have another company's, like, this one's awesome too, USB-C. So it kind of changes the game because you can charge in your car or on a power adapter, yada yada yada. Okay, so let's fire this up and see what it does. If I can find the power cord. Alrighty, cool little whip across. It goes down to this green, which means power on, working normally. Let's get something plugged in. This is a cable that I use frequently. This is one of the highest quality cables. And it just kind of came with something, but I've known it to test out very well. So I'm going to use this. So I'm going to scratch the USB-C to C cables that I had, because I just realized that this doesn't have a C output, which is odd. Maybe just as odd as this orange Spectrum plug. So I'm going to go ahead and get some power device hooked up. So I got a tester hooked up. I got one of those chargers. Now when this thing powers all the lights on, then it comes back with a reading of how much you're getting out of the device you're getting fed. Wow, that single light that showed up, that means we can only get 20 amps out of this, which, you know, 2 amp, 5 volt, I don't know, the transition on that, I'd have to do the math, but it's a pretty big buttery device to not be able to put out, especially if it's claiming 400 watts of power. So let's just see what we can do with this. I'll put an RC battery on here, which will definitely pop that amperage up right there quite a bit. Okay, I plugged the RC battery in. It's showing me the voltage that the battery has. I'm going to leave it at 6 amps LiPo. I'm going to start that. That's probably not going to work, to be honest with you. Whoa, jumped up to 259. It's putting out 5 volts. Didn't drop below 5. 2.5 amps. It's cooking. It is definitely giving it what it's asking for. And this light hip here is still green, so it didn't change colors, which Oh, well, I guess they're in sequence, but the only light that's lit is that one. And this lightning bulb means it's charging, especially with the 2.48 amps. Man, I test a lot of stuff. That's for 5 volts. That's, man, cooking. Let me hook up another. So, of course, one of the issues with the tester that I use is that I cannot plug in a second device now because it's in the way. But I know I'm pulling that much for this battery. So let me stop it. You'll see it drop down. Yep. All right, I got 2 chargers running 2 batteries, 6 amps each, and it's holding, which is something that I have put many old power adapters to the test on, and they haven't stood up to the challenge. The thing is, I don't get any readout. It's giving me the power I'm asking for. Oh, sorry, I never set that one to charge. Oh, it just kind of kicked the fan on, which first signs of life. Okay, the load kind of kicked in, and it's not running continuously. It's just giving little poofs. But this is still just showing a green. I don't know why it's not showing any of these cool settings. It'll only work if you're using these back go stuff. Gotcha. It will automatically say, okay, you have to have the right charger, which this is not. This is just a little cheapy. I do want to eventually get one of the ISDT smart chargers, the bigger ones. Like I have this smart one from Spectrum, but I'd like to get theirs. But you hear the fan running continuously now, and these batteries are charging at 6 amps, which is not capable of being done through other chargers, even with PD on them, and this doesn't have PD. And it still just showed a 5 volt output, but it was at 2.5 amps, which is incredible. So this power supply is cooking. It's not hot, sorry. It's actually cool as a cucumber, if that's really a thing. Yep, so I'm gonna let this go through its paces. I will be putting it through some rigorous testing because I do a lot of RC stuff. And if there's something else I'd like to say, I would update the post, but it seems rock solid to me. Better than what I was using before, just little power locks and stuff. So that's it. Thank you.